Hey guys, Faisal here. We're going to create a WhatsApp bot and specifically a Clash of Clans WhatsApp bot. This is the first video in many videos of the playlist to where we're going to first build the basis of the WhatsApp bot and then we're going to start adding Clash of Clans functionality to it. For example, we type help command, we'll get an idea of what commands are available. We can then run that command. Let's say I do player. It's going to tell me I need to provide a parameter. Let's do that. So here player exists, and if, well, let's say I fail to enter player's details correctly, it'll let me know that they don't exist. So this player does exist, funnily enough. So if we do something like completely random, player not found. So this is just a basic version, but we're going to add more functionality to it soon. Before we get started, we should this first video is where we're gonna actually set up everything. So go ahead and open up your browser and open up Google, right? And on Google, first thing we're gonna want to do is search for Node.js. So Node.js is what we're going to use to develop the WhatsApp bot and the Clash of Clans implementation of it. This can be used with JavaScript. Node.js is a server-side implementation of JavaScript. So code and download the LTS version. Right, that's the stable release. I've already got installed. This will take a few minutes, probably anywhere from like 5 to 20 minutes. Once you've installed that, go ahead and go back to Google and look for Visual Studio Code. So we're going to install Visual Studio Code as well. I've also got this downloaded, but once you guys download it, go ahead and open it up. Once you've got that done, go ahead and type GitHub into Google and look for the github.com link and create a GitHub account if you don't already have one. If you do, just sign in. Next, we'll do Clash of Clans Developer API and click the first link. Go ahead and create an account if you don't have one. If you do, log in. Once you've done all of that, let's go ahead and open up our Visual Studio Code. There it is. And what you want to do is, once you've opened up, you'll probably get a similar screen to this. Click Open Folder and create a Visual Studio Code folder. Inside of here, let's go ahead and create a folder, call it WhatsApp, or keep all lowercase. We do WS Clash of Clans bot, like that. And click Select Folder. Yep. Yep, trust the authors, that's fine. Once you've done that, you see there's nothing in here. What we want to do is on the top, click Terminal, click New Terminal, and make sure you've selected. So on here, click the plus, oops, not the plus, click the drop down next to the plus, and click Command Prompt. You can go ahead and delete the rest of those ones, so PowerShells. Once you've got that, what we're going to do is install a few commands. So first things first, let's do npm install --global yarn. Now yarn is similar to npm, it's a package manager as well. I prefer to use yarn. You're welcome to use npm if you want. But once you've installed that, go ahead and type yarn init. This is going to initialize our Node.js project with the packages that's needed for Node.js. So once you type that in, it'll ask you what you want to call it. So you can just press enter and enter. You don't necessarily need to add anything. So the entry point is index.js. You could change that to app.js if you wanted to, or main.js. We'll keep as index.js. And we don't need repository URL just yet. So there you go. Just press enter all the way, and it'll generate a package.json file for you. Next, let's go ahead and type yarn add clash dash of dash clans dash API, and then space dot env, and then space again, and then QR code dash terminal, space again, and then WhatsApp dash web.js. Now I'll go through what each of these are, but let's go ahead and install all of that real quick. This will take a few seconds. But while that's installing, let's actually have a look at what some of that is. So if I go ahead and open up Google, go, you guys can see that. There you go. So let's type in WhatsApp or web.js, just like that, and put npm next to it. And that'll take us to the npm package of WhatsApp web.js. And on here, this is what we'll actually use to create the WhatsApp bot. This will allow us to create an instance, a server that's constantly running and is constantly checking for new messages from WhatsApp. So now we can also on the top search packages, and the other package that we saw was the Clash of Clans API. Search for that. So this is what's going to allow us to make requests to the Clash of Clans API over here. We're going to be able to utilize most of these commands like searching by clan tag, members, etc. Right, and now let's go back to our Visual Studio Code. It's still building, that's fine. There's another one called QR code terminal that is used with WhatsApp web, and it's just to give us permissions or authorization to actually use the WhatsApp account. So what's quite important is you will need two phones most likely. The first one will be your main phone that you want to message the WhatsApp bot with, and the second one is the actual WhatsApp bot. So you will need a SIM card, and once you authorize it, that WhatsApp will essentially become the bot while the server's running. So what I'll go ahead and do is pause it here, and then once it's finished downloading, I'll be back. Okay, so once it's installed, look at this. I'll tell you how long it took. Once we've got that done and out of the way, we want to do one more yarn add, and do yarn add nodemon dash dash dev. So this is going to add it as a development dependency, and this will only exist in development mode. It won't be used in production. This is just for us, so whenever we're making changes in our code, it'll hot reload our program, so we don't need to restart every time. So once we've done that, let's have a look at our package.json now. We've got a few of our APIs installed, so these dependencies are required in a production application. Dev dependencies just for development mode. What we want to do is let's go ahead and go on the main, and let's create a new property. So this is called scripts, just like that, and give a comma there. We want to go ahead and add dev and do nodemon. So that was the dev dependency we added, index.js, and do comma, and we'll do start, and start is just node index.js. This will just run once, and it won't take into account our code changes, but this will run continuously and update every time we make a code change. So now that we've got all that set up, what I'll do is in the next video we'll actually start making the bot. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and comment below if you want to see something specific in the spot.